Hi, my name is Ian Patrick, and this is the first time I've ever done a video blog, and this is take like 13, 14, 50th. I've never done these before, so kind of not very good at it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it and see what happens. So the main reason I'm setting up a video blog is because I want to keep my friends and family informed of my treatment. I have Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was diagnosed on December 17th, 2012, and through further testing they were able to determine that I have the most common type of Hodgkin's, which having Hodgkin's and the most common type are both good news because they're very treatable forms of cancer. It's a long process. It's going to be about 6 months of treatment. A lot has happened in the last week. I had my first meeting with the oncologist and also my primary nurse navigator, Nurse Connie. Both are great people and I'm very excited to work with them. And at that time we kind of started setting up a whole bunch of scheduled tests that I need to do. One of the things they need to figure out is the stage of the lymphoma, which is really just saying the progress or how far it's progressed. So to do that, they're going to do a couple of tests. The first one is going to be a bone marrow biopsy, which is scheduled for next Tuesday, January 22nd. And then I'm going to have a PET scan on January 29th. And from that information, we'll be able to determine the stage of the cancer. However, they are moving forward, and I'm going to start treatment on January 31st, so I'll have my first dose of chemo at that time. We're also going to meet with the doctor beforehand, and Nurse Connie as well beforehand, and they're going to go over and tell me what the stage is. There's also been a couple other things that have been done. If you haven't already noticed, there's a big bandage right here. They installed, I think installed is the correct word since it came with an owner's manual, a port. And what it is a little device that sits underneath my skin, and it has a catheter that goes back and then in the vein right here, the main vein here, and then it will it ends just before my heart. And the main reason they installed this is because the few reasons. One, they don't have to prick me every time, which is one thing I like. Kind of getting tired of getting pricked all the time. So they'll be able to take blood out of this to do their tests, and they'll also be able to put the chemo into this. The main reason they do this is just because chemo is very damaging to the veins, and that way they don't have to worry about that. They do, however, have to worry about my heart, so one of the other tests that I'm going to be doing is called a MUGA test, and it will just test how strong my heart is. I think I'm actually not quite sure what the test entails. I'll have to update you after that's done, but it's going to be done the same day that the PET scan is done. For the port scan, the surgery went well. There's no issues. My arm's a little sore, but besides that, everything's fine. Just can't do heavy lifting for a week. Nothing too severe with it. So yeah. So I'm gonna use this video blog just to keep everyone informed. Right now, it seems like mostly it's facts this, facts that, facts that. But I can tell you a few things. Like, my dad and I went to the appointment on Tuesday, and we first got a tour of the facility. The facility is absolutely amazing. Everyone there is just unbelievably friendly. Got to tour the resource center, which has so much to offer. They were talking about meeting with a nutritionist, counseling, family counseling. There were tons of books there just for information. It seemed like an amazing place, and I'm kind of looking forward to working with Dr. John and Nurse Connie. Both of them are great people. Dr. John's pretty mellow, which I liked, and when I asked him questions, he thought about it before giving an answer. You could tell he definitely is concerned over what goes on. And then Nurse Connie's just awesome. She has this great personality that just made me laugh multiple times. She's just a funny person. I'm definitely looking forward to working with her. She introduced herself to say, just to let you know, I've been doing this your whole life. And she's like, I graduated from nursing school in 84. When were you born? 84. So like I said, I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. And definitely made me laugh thinking of that. She's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to working with her. Like I said, there's a few more tests that I still have to do. The next one is the bone marrow biopsy, which is scheduled for Tuesday. I heard that is going to hurt, so I'm not really looking forward to that one, but I'm sure once it's done type thing. With these videos, my goal is to, give as much information, but also to let you know how I'm doing. I know this one, it's kind of more informational based than saying how I am, but right now it's just one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. I'm doing great. Really just looking forward to working with Nurse Connie and Dr. John, and going to the cancer center. Everyone there was so great. The one thing that they did go over is some of the cancer drugs. As I said before, they have to test my heart just because it could cause damage to the heart, most times temporary, but could be permanent. But so that's one of the reasons they do the test. And then they were talking about the other drugs. I'm going to be on primarily 4 drugs, A, V, B, D. I will put the full names out there, but that's what they refer to them as. And Nurse Connie was telling me, A will most likely cause hair loss. So she's like, no, you're going to lose your hair during this. And she starts looking at my hair and she goes, wow, your hair is really, really gray. And I was like, yeah, it's been like that since I was 10, not really a big deal. She's like, well, when it comes back, it's probably going to be more gray than it was. Whatever, it's going to be more gray. And then she also said, you're also going to lose your beard. Actually, you're going to lose all of your hair. She's like, just to let you know, you're going to probably lose all of your hair. So I was telling one of my friends about this, my friend Miss Kate, and she decided to get me this really awesome gift that I'm excited for. It is a knitted beard so that I don't have to lose my beard. So I now have a knitted beard for when I lose it. Like I said, I'm going to try updating you guys regularly. Probably do an update right after the needle biopsy. We'll go from there. So I'll keep you posted until I'm cancer free. All right, thanks.